it's a pillar. It's one of those things that like we need. And like I said, I chose this because I feel like we kind of take it for granted. Like you said, we're seeing it less and less. And for me, especially after certain elders pass, it's almost like they kind of die. Yeah. You know, it's crazy because like my grandmother like passed not too long, like a while ago. And one Christmas we were like, what the fuck are we gonna do? We're like, yo, we're the adults. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
And that's
we're just
crazy, man.
Yo, it's just like, wait. It's like when you're younger, you kind of just show up to the shit. You get what I'm saying? Like you just show up and
your
you
mom tell you, your pop tell you, like, this is what we going.
Yeah. So like now it's great, and I feel like it's really important because
that's true.
We as a Black community, we need to like find some kind of like way to bring ourselves back together, and I think the cookout is a really, really, really good thing to do that.
You know what's like, funny? Like,
and we're the adults now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's
on us now. You know,
it is on us, and I'm not gonna lie. I kind of had this realization a little bit, like about a year and a half ago. We said on a couple shows before. I grew up being a very outgoing person, a very extroverted, but now I'm kind of like introverted. I really don't. I'm so protective of my energy. Like it's to the point where like I'm kind of a recluse,
hermit mode.
Yeah, and it's like. I'm kind of rude about it. I'm trying to be a little better lately because I think everybody should protect their energy, but I got some people. I'm not gonna shit on my family because I big them up, I love them, but I got they got some things going on.
Family's tough. I feel like
tough sometimes.
Family's tough, especially when you are like the so-called, Black. I know me personally, I'm like the black sheep. Yeah, I have a difference of opinion. I have like I'm just different. Yeah. Like the way I move, the way I raise my kids. I don't believe in like conventional, traditional relationships. And I'm just like different. So it's just like there's a lot of stuff
that's the same
that comes up, like going to meet with your family. Like me, I never brought anybody to a cookout. Because I don't know if it's just me. I'm like, I never had anybody worthy of bringing to these cookouts, but I just like, I never liked the idea of like whoever I bring being grilled by like, I got mad uncles. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And cousins, and it's just like
I'm kind of like, so it's different because in my family, so my pops is like the head of my family. Like he's the one that been setting up things, and I kind of have a similar personality to my father, like where like. You can't tell my pop shit. Right. Like, you're not finna, like, whatever he's gonna do, he's gonna do. He don't give a fuck what you think about it. That's just, and I'm kind of the same way. So when it comes to, like, if I'm gonna I bring a one-legged girl to the bar, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna say shit because we got a problem. Not to say I'm gonna stun on my family or nothing, but I just, like, I'm a very strong-willed person. Let's just say that.
Same.
That's the thing that's been a little different. But on the other note, I am also the black sheep in my family because, like, not to say there's anything wrong with my family. And I'm not talking about my immediate. I'm talking about my family. I just feel like we're a little different. Like I'm kind of like so my mom, like this is the strange dynamic of my family. It's my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family. My mom's side of the family is very introverted, very calm, like very quiet. My dad's side of the family is like rah rah in the Bronx. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And growing up, I was like really geared towards my father's side of the family because like. I want to, that's where the excitement's at. And I'm a young little kid trying to get it popping.
Right.
And then when I got older, I kind of like started to shift towards my mom's side of the family because it's like more calm.
It's a different vibe.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But now I'm kind of just like, I just like staying to myself.
Right.
I don't know what it is. So I've kind of missed a couple of cues and and then it kind of stopped happening.
Well, you always, like, I think you always have an opportunity to, like a lot of the stuff we talk about is like showing up as yourself. Yeah. And I think one of the kind of like great things about families is that a lot of times they don't like agree with us, but they still love us. Like my family is kind of very similar, like, but my family's freaking huge.
Huge, bro.
My family is freaking huge. I'm
the same, bro.
Like,
my great grandmother died.
Yeah.
They did the family tree.
Oh my God.
73 offsprings.
Wow. Sheesh.
I don't know all my. That's another thing for me. It's a little overwhelming. It's just like I used to change a diaper. I remember. I'm like, nigga, I don't even know you, bro. It's so many people at my my parents got a pretty big house, so it's like
it gets overwhelming.
It's kind of crazy, man. And I'm protective of Mom Dukes. Mom Dukes is very particular about how she don't want people running in the house with shoes on and shit. So I'm like, you know what I mean? So I'd rather just. I don't know, but I gotta get back to it. I'm about to like try to like link up back with the family and shit.
Well, I think, like I said, we're the adults now, so I think like I was talking to one of my cousins, and we were just like, it's up to us to kind of like create these environments and create these situations. And I think the important thing is doing it on our terms. You get what I'm saying? When you're hosting the event, and I'm not a hoster, like I'm the opposite of you. I'm completely like, I don't want to do that. I don't like, even back then at cookouts, I was probably sitting in a corner somewhere until like a cousin or aunt dragged me out of my corner or I got a little too, like I drank some and then I like relaxed a little bit or my song came on. Like I wasn't really, just into it. And now like, it's just like, I not even crave it. I appreciate growing up that way.
Yeah,
I appreciate like having such a large family. Like my dad, like you said, my dad's side, oh my God, they're a lot. Yeah. They're a lot and they are, they're a lot. That's the best way I can fucking put it. Yeah. But it's just like, I appreciate that because there's some people who don't have those big families. Like I could probably go to any state. And visit somebody,
That's a fact too, because like my shorty, like I remember my shorty like going to her family like gatherings, and it's just like probably like a max total of 10 people.
Oh,
and I'm just like, I thought you said it was gonna be a party though. Like, she's like, well, yeah, this is everybody, and I'm just like, damn, and she like, and I noticed like they're not really super close, you know what I mean? I mean they're close, but they're not like
like how we. I feel like. Families like ours are a little enmeshed.
Yeah, because
like
we all live on top of each other. It's just like, so it's a little different. Like me and my shorty have very different backgrounds.
Right.
And it's like, okay. And I start to appreciate the benefits of like,
exactly.
I could always call somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I got family in Texas. I got family in Cali. I got family up north, down south, in the middle. I got family over and I got family in Jamaica. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's always a benefit to that. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with.
I would say it has both sides.
Yeah, so it's both sides.
But I think the older you get, you appreciate. Like I said, this topic for me, I was just like, oh, this is something I didn't really think about was so important. Yeah. And I think about like me and my cousins grew up like siblings.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's just like the cookout was a place where we all got to like, when we all started growing apart and living in different states, the cookout was one of the things that brought us all together.
That's
and
true.
It was just like, now everybody's just like doing their own thing and it's very different.
Yeah.
It's very different. And I think it's like, we talk a lot about the dynamics of Black men and Black women and dating and all this stuff. And I think it's like important that we find some way to bring ourselves back to like a place where we appreciate each other.
Yeah.